Hi, it's Smaragda, and welcome back to I Had Plans, the podcast where I talk about freelance life, parenting life, tech life, and the plans I make along the way. Today, I'm taking you behind the scenes of one of those plans. It's a project I've been working on quietly for months. It's something in a niche corner of IT that I'm actually part of, which makes the whole thing even more exciting. And I'm at the stage now where I want to share the process with you. Not the shiny launch day. I'm not there yet. But I want to show you the part in the middle where the idea starts turning into something real. So let's get into it. My absolute favorite stage, the first stage, brainstorming. I love it. Give me a pencil, preferably pencil, not pen, paper or a nice notebook, and an empty page, and I'm in my happy zone. There's something magical about starting with a blank slate and asking yourself, what could this be? What problem could it solve? Imagining how could this make someone's life easier? And where's the value? For me, this stage is the foundation of everything, and it's where the spark happens. And that's why I like to keep it tech free. The next part is understanding the audience. And this part is very interesting because I'm actually a part of this audience. So I spend a lot of time exploring what keeps people in this niche up at night, what frustrates them, what's missing, what already exists. And then I look at what keeps me up at night too. And I ask myself, do they feel the same way? Does it help that I'm in their shoes, or is there more to explore? And I know it's a cliche, but at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is really about building something that helps people. And that's what turns an idea into something that actually matters, something you can bring to life. So about the project itself, I'm creating a community for people with similar skills to mine, a proper community hub, if you want. It's exciting. It's challenging. Yeah, it's exciting. Exciting is definitely the word of this episode. I wanted to share parts of the journey that I've loved the most, but also the parts that have made me stop, think, and adjust. The membership side. Well, that part was a whole project on its own, and I'm going to put it into the parts that made me stop and think. This part needed a lot of planning, a lot of thought, a lot of back to the drawing board, because yes, I want to help people, but I also need to run this like a business. So I'm constantly trying to strike that balance between making it worthwhile for members, making sure it's manageable for me in the long term, but also offering real value, right? And it's fun because this is the part where the creative side meets the practical side. And it forces me to think, this is what people want, but is it what they need? And is there an overlap between the two? Another one of the challenges is building an audience while the site and the community is still new, while things are being shaped still, while it's becoming what it's meant to be. It's exciting. I'm bringing people along for the ride. I'm sharing the process. I'm growing a community with them, not just for them. And the whole thing starts to feel alive when I think about this. So exciting, but yes, challenging. Now, one of the easiest parts for me has been the tech because I've picked the software months ago. This is my comfort zone. I know how to pull all that together. The hard part for me isn't the platform. I guess it's the people, the other challenging components. This project has been sitting in the back of my brain for a long time, quietly developing, and now it's finally coming to life. I'm keen for people to be part of this community, to help grow our niche, and to create something generally useful. If I had to share a quick tip about my journey so far in this project, is that once you start thinking in terms of real needs and understanding your audience, everything else will fall into place. The structure of your directory and your network, how you're going to organize your information, what features you should include, how you're going to present your project to people, and how the community will evolve and grow over time. That might change, but the initial vision is there. Everything becomes clearer if it's guided by something real. And that's why it's important to put things on paper, not just keep them as ideas in your head. So that's where I'm at, somewhere between the brainstorming and the building, somewhere in that beautiful, messy middle where a project starts becoming something that matters and the soft launch is coming closer every day. Have you ever started a project that excited you because you knew or you hoped that it would help someone? If you have, I'd love to hear your story. Thanks for listening to this episode of I Had Plans. Hit subscribe and share with a friend. I'll see you next time. Bye.